In this video, we will practice information literacy skills by investigating a claim posted on social media. Information literacy is the ability to find, evaluate, organize, use, and communicate information in a variety of formats. It combines research, critical thinking, technology, and communication skills. When a person who's practicing information literacy skills comes across a claim on social media, they will take the time to investigate the claim before sharing the post with others or accepting it as truth. We can use an internet search engine, such as Google, to find out if something is true or false. When coming across a claim, we will first want to read it carefully and identify important words or phrases. These will be our keywords. In this example, cars, CT, electric, 2035, and gov all seem like important words, so we will want to incorporate them into our search. Here is a search for Connecticut electric cars 2035. When searching in Google, you can click on the Web tab to limit to links from websites and avoid results that include AI-generated content. Let's take a look at some of the results that come up. As we scroll through, we can see that there are many news sites and newspapers reporting on this topic. These can be good places to find recent information. Here's an article from the CT Mirror, published on January 15th, 2024. You can go to the About section to find out more about the organization or news agency. You can also do a separate Google search for the organization or journalist. When looking through an article, you can also click on articles or sources that are linked within this article in order to find where the author found their information or bring you to other related articles. This particular article states that Governor Lamont pulled regulations that would have required new cars sold in Connecticut to be zero emissions starting in 2035 because the proposal didn't seem likely to pass through the legislature. Here is the original press release from July of 2023 announcing the proposed regulations. This is a verified source on a government website coming directly from the office of the governor. The press release states that the new rule, if it went into effect, would require that all new cars sold in 2035 and beyond would need to be zero-emission vehicles. Gas-powered cars could still be driven in Connecticut and sold as used cars to new owners. It's a good idea to look for the most recent information possible, because even though we found information through a verified source, it is now out of date. Ultimately, whether the ruling went into effect or not, the claim made in the social media post is not quite true and therefore misleading. When using internet resources, there are a few things to keep in mind while evaluating them for reliability. Look for author credentials. Does the author have relevant expertise or credentials in the subject matter? Look through the author's bio or do a search about them in a new window. Check the domain of the website. Generally, .gov and .edu are more reputable than .com sites. .orgs can also be reputable, but it is still good to check the page for more information and evaluate critically. What is the author's purpose? Is there a particular bias, or are they trying to sell you something? Look for facts and information, not opinions. Check the publication date. Is the information up to date and relevant? Verify that the information is consistent across multiple sources. Remember that it's very easy for misinformation to spread. Even news articles can include lines that are misleading without context or further investigation. It's important to be aware of the echo chambers and filter bubbles that come along with social media use. Social media platforms use algorithms to show content that matches your past interests and interactions. This means you end up coming across information that confirms your existing beliefs rather than experiencing diverse viewpoints. This is why it is so important to be critical of what you see and share, especially if it seems designed to provoke a strong emotional response. Before you share that post, make sure to put your information literacy skills to good use.